Black Radio Podcast. I'm your host, Raider Wil. And on today's episode, we got news breaks. We got our atrocious offense. Is it a rebuild or is it a partial rebuild? And what the Raiders have to do to beat the Chiefs. And let's get it on, baby. And I am here with my misfit crew. I got my boy Olin from TBH Dallas.
What's happening?
I got my girl from the big TX with the state with the big PX. My girl Val representing Dallas Fort Worth Raider Nation for life, baby.
Come on, Maddie B, do it.
And I got my boy, the co-captain of this ship, my boy, Matty B from TBH Wesco.
What up, fam?
What up, baby? Hey, y'all. Hey, we are getting together after an absolutely tough game against the Rams where we went pick-a-palooza. We just gave the ball over to the Rams every single time they scored, and guess what? Same thing. Guys, offensive struggles didn't look pretty. We had some injuries happen, lots of things happening according to that. So, I'm just going to get straight into it. AOC gets injured. He's out 4 games, guys. We already know this. The Raiders go out. We sign Desmond Ritter, a Band-Aid quarterback. What did AP say when he came into last season or this season? We're not going to get a Band-Aid quarterback. Yet here we are, week 6, 7, 8?
Isn't that what Minshew was, though?
Week 8 with the Band-Aid. So, guys, tell me what your thoughts on bringing on Desmond Ritter. Let me start with my boy, Matty B. Matty B, give me your thoughts on Desmond Ritter.
I don't think Desmond Ritter is a bad signing. I think he's probably a little better than Minshew that we have. I think anybody right now is better than Minshew. But, we'll see. He was a number 1 pick, or he was a number 1 draft or a first-round draft pick from the Atlanta Falcons, and he ended up getting bumped down when Kirk Cousins came along, and they traded him to the Cardinals, and they just released him. So he was supposed to be fighting for the backup job. So we'll see what he's got. Hopefully he can maybe right this offense and get them going in another direction if we end up going with him.
Gotcha. All in.
I mean, right? I personally would say give Carter Bradley, give him some reps. Ritter put it on the bench, in for Mariota. Then he got benched. Then he cut. I don't know. It's just they had to fill a hole, man. Who else?
Gotcha. Feeling like a stopgap.
Who knows what he could do in this offense, because the 2 quarterbacks we got look like shit in this offense. And the shitty part is it's Minshew's a serviceable quarterback in one of our checks. The guy played well last year. He went to the Pro Bowl. Their offense was the top 10 offense last year. Our offense just,
No, I got
you. Got problems, man.
Yes, sir. Val, what are your thoughts about the Desmond Ritter signing?
So I don't know much about him, if anything at all. But, he might not solve the problem, but who knows what he can bring to the table. Just because, Alan, what'd you say? He was horrible? Who said he was horrible?
I didn't say he was horrible. I didn't say he was horrible, but he got benched in Atlanta, and then he got cut, and he couldn't even be Kyler Murray's backup. He's a practice.
Well, maybe that team didn't work for him. What works for one, what team works for one person doesn't mean every other team's going to work for them, you know? So who knows? You know, the only thing we can do is just see what happens, see what comes of it. If, I mean, really, what do we have to lose right now? You know?
You ain't lying.
But I mean, you can only go up, really. I mean,
Draft stock. That's what we got to lose.
But I mean, like, if we lose
that's only if we're
draft stock, that
tanking,
means that he
If
would
we're
be
talking
winning.
tanking already is
Yeah, he
6.
would be winning if
that's
we lose
fucking-
draft stock. I mean, like, if we're winning, that's kind of like a double-edged sword right now, huh? If we end up winning. Now, guys, Desmond Ritter, how about tell you guys what I think? Who cares? Who cares? What are we doing? Guys, I love this team. I love what we're about. I love kicking it. I love talking about Raider football. But let's be real. When you sign Desmond Ritter and you say, yo, this guy, we're going to sign him on, that means you don't believe in Bradley. So why do you even have him on the practice squad? That's my question. I'm like, this is the total.
Yeah, let's remember, too, he's signed to the practice squad. He's not on the roster.
He's not on the active roster.
you never know.
So I'll be like,
No.
we'll see who is on the active roster this Sunday. But again, doesn't stop anything. For our offense and the way that it's running right now, I know a lot of people are saying, hey, it's the offensive line. I'm gonna show you guys today that there are some actual stats out there that it's not just the offensive line. There's a lot more to this, guys. I'll be like, hey, let's be real. Our lack of innovation, our lack of offensive identity, our lack of everything offensively, bro, it starts in one place and it doesn't start at the quarterback position for the Raiders, unfortunately. You got to admit, it starts at the top. Guys, in the loss versus the Rams, all right, we ran a majority of the ball, or majority of the time to the left side of the ball. I think I was telling all in, I think we ran 4 or 5 times. Here, I'll give you guys the stats right now to the right side.
Ooh, give us the
like,
stats.
Yeah, well, we'll give you guys a little bit of disparity here. I'll be like, there's nothing that was showing me here. All right, to the right side, we ran the ball. It says here, middle right, 8, 9, 10, 11 times. 11 times total. Okay. To the left, we ran 11, 15, 17 times to the left. To the far left, to the left end, we ran 7 times. To the right end, we ran once. To the left tackle, we ran 7 or 4. To the right tackle, we ran 1 time. I'll be like, when you're
What
talking
about the right guard?
We ran behind the right guard 3 times. That's where, and the right middle was actually the one that we ran the most, which is right between the guard and the center, and we ran there 5 times.
Most effectively, right?
Yeah, and I'd be like, and I'm gonna give you guys some numbers here with the run game. Okay, 7 times to the left, 29 yards, 4.1 yards a carry. 4.1 yards a carry. Okay, left tackle. We run back there, you get 12 yards. That's 3 yards a carry. Behind Colton Miller. JPJ. We run the ball behind him 4 times. You're getting 2 yards a pop. Middle left in between him, in that A gap in between the center and the guard. Bro, they ran there twice and they gashed the other team for 18 yards on 2 carries. That's 9 yards at average. To the right side, behind the right guard, we were averaging 5.3 yards a carry. And we only ran there 3 times. And then you look at it and, hey, what's the first thing that AP said, guys? When we were talking about Raider football this year, what were we going to do? We were going to play smash mouth football. We were going to run the football to set up the pass. You guys don't know what this
football.
Bro, you guys want to know
Yeah,
the
just not
disparity there?
effectively.
Exactly. Just not effectively.
Well, the problem was when you're a running football team, shouldn't you have more runs than you have throws?
Yeah.
I mean, one.
You should. I mean, you're not lying.
I mean, like, so hold on here. Let me tell you this. Okay, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna bring up this other stat.
But when you got a bunch of diva receivers on the team that are like, "Hey, throw me the ball," and this ain't working out
It
for
doesn't
me, I
matter.
don't want to be
It doesn't
here.
matter.
You know.
You're the
So
coach. You're the coach. Have an identity. Have balls. Have some
right.
fucking
No,
huevos.
I get
And you
what
go
you're
like,
saying.
dude, this is
I'm
what
just
we do.
saying, like, that's what they're coming into right now. Do I throw the ball to this fucking diva over here, or do I run the ball and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, that's where we're
Yeah,
at
but
right now.
he
No, I get it.
out for 3 games too. So what's the excuse there?
What's that?
He was also out for 2 or 3 games too when he. So what's the excuse there?
Nothing. That's why I
Bro,
said we try to run the ball. We can't run the ball. So who do we
for
throw
me,
it to?
I'll be like, for me, it's this. We threw it 46 times. You only ran the ball 30. If you're a run heavy team, it should be 60-40 on your
Right?
play calling. I don't give a shit if you don't feel like, hey, man, we're not getting very much yardage. It's 60-40. If you're a run first team, you're going to be run heavy. You're going to get your big dogs going downhill and you're going to get people moving.
That's you fucking nailed it right there. We're doing running downhill. We're running east and fucking west.
Well, we've been saying that all
It
year.
ain't
That's
working.
what they run best. And we are not running that way. We're running totally opposite fucking scheme of what those guys fucking
Well,
do.
we did run some gap scheme this game.
Yeah, and look at how much yardage you're getting out of it.
Yeah, that's the thing. We are running some gap scheme. The thing is exactly what is this, okay? Why do we continuously go away from what works?
Exactly. That's the problem.
Okay. Like if you got your girl, okay, and you know that you do something that she likes, are you gonna change it and be like, oh yeah, man, I'm gonna do something else now and change up what she
Yep.
likes? And how about just do whatever I want and you think it's gonna be successful? No.
That's why Mark
You know
Davis.
why?
Bro.
I'm gonna give you the answer.
Okay.
Because Raiders.
Because what?
Because Raiders. There's no answer. It's the fucking Raiders. Whether you're in Oakland or Las Vegas, we've been doing this shit for 23 years now, since the fucking Super Bowl run, and they just can't get it right. There's no consistency behind. Discussed 100 times. From ownership down, this team is just no way to put it. I mean, we're the most dysfunctional franchise in the league. We might have fucking surpassed the Cleveland fuck in terms of dysfunction.
I believe you. I believe that there's a certain level of dysfunction. Now, do I believe that we're as dysfunctional as the Browns? I don't know about that because you don't give a guy $200 million, and
Hey,
kind of
we thought about it.
we thought about it, but
We
we
thought
didn't
about it.
do it. So we could have been the Browns. But I'm gonna tell you like this: the level of dysfunction on offense, again, I think it comes back to, and you know what, bro? I don't have anything against Luke Getsy. I don't know Luke Getsy. I don't know anything. But what I'm doing is I'm looking at it as a coach from outside the box. And this is what's so fun for me. That's why I was telling you guys, I'm like, I sent you that text. I said, yo, as a coach, as a podcast guy, it's a little bit different. I start looking for answers. I feel like his lack of ingenuity and his lack of adaptability is really affecting us. And now it's affecting Minshew. If you see Minshew, I'll be like, he's really playing pressured. I mean, like he wants to
He
make it
just
happen.
looks defeated.
Yeah, I'd be like,
Looks lost, dude. He's a little lost puppy dog, man. He don't know where he's going.
well,
Can't find home.
you're right. I mean, like it's like this: you continuously go out there and you repeatedly do the same thing.
Yeah, you go out there and get your ass whooped week after week after. I
It's
mean,
gonna wear you down.
then it's going to a regular, I work on cars. So, and there's stretches where fucking nothing goes right. You fucking continually, this breaks, that breaks, fucking can't fix that. And you get little stretches like that, and it just kicks you in the fucking dick. You got to remember this, like any other fucking job.
You
can only take so much ass whooping.
Just think about it. Any athlete, right? Any player, anybody, man. If you're continuously at the end of the whooping stick, and you're just continuously getting beat down, bro, you're just like, I'm at the end of it. Like, what can I do? Like, he's out there trying to make plays, even though, bro, sometimes I'm just like, throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. Don't throw it. Just, do something else. I get it, man. The guy's trying to make a play. I mean, like, dude, ain't nobody really trying to out there and throw interceptions on purpose. But
No,
he's just beat down,
for
man.
sure.
He's beat down.
He's beat, man. But I mean, like, he's got to understand, like you said, he's got to understand when to throw it away. Quit trying to make the play when if you're already playing bad, quit trying to make the play to make yourself better. Play smart football. You know what I mean? That's all we're asking for is play smart football. Just don't turn the ball over, man. You can play. Look at AOC, man, when we played the Chiefs last year. How many completions did he have after the first quarter? Play smart football, man. That's all we're asking, man. You can beat teams by playing smart football, dude. You don't have to fucking complete every single pass. You don't have to make spectacular plays every game. Just play the game to win, dude. Win the game.
Correct.
Play smart football.
AOC would just take a sack and not throw the ball.
Exactly. And and we got so much, like, our line is, I don't know what's going on with like our pass protection, but it seems like we have no time with our quarterback at all. Like, what do you have any stats on that?
Yeah, they're averaging about 2.6 seconds or 2.76 for O'Connell. He's a little bit longer on his throwing to time. But I'd be like, that has some to do with it. There is some pressure, but dude, a lot of his interceptions came on no pressure.
Oh, they came on his own. Like, I'm not saying the interceptions. I'm just saying the play in general. Like, when it comes down to like a pass play, it seems like we have 10 guys in the backfield by the time that guy gets one or two steps back to even get set to throw the ball. You know what I mean? And then he's running around as a life and trying to make a play out of it, and then he throws an interception trying to be the magician. You know what I mean? And that's where
we knew that's who he was coming in.
We knew that he was a double-edged sword, that he was an extender, that he was a guy that would make mistakes. I'd be like, I think we talked about it at the beginning of the pod as well, or at the beginning of the season, where, hey, this guy's a double-edged sword.
But as a coach, that's where as a coach, that's where you got to, hey, man, we're not getting the time. Maybe we should go under center. Maybe we should, dude, it's not implement some West Coast offense and quick and rhythm and fucking, and to get some momentum going. I mean, dude, it's really not that complex.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Getsy just refuses.
He went play action about 24 plays this last game. He went play action 24 times, and he threw the screen.
That fucking dude.
11 times.
I'm so tired.
11 times in one game.
Did you not hear him in the game when they were talking about that? They were like, man, they've tried this screen 4 or 5 times and they can't get it right. And finally they got one and it went for like 10 yards, 15 yards. And they were like, that's what they've been trying to do all game, is set that screen up. All game, you've been trying to set that screen up. That's what the fuck, man? Like you said, 11 times?
Yep.
That's a lot for a fucking screen. How many teams do you see throw that same screen 11 fucking times in a game, man?
In my opinion, they're trying to make up for the lack of running game through running that. Fucking doesn't work. It hasn't worked in fucking 7 weeks. Stop it.
But let me give you look. Like, we just read the stats. We just looked at it. Was
there a lack of a running game? We're getting yards and running is what he's saying. We're getting yards and running. We're just working away from what we're getting that's working. Like, he's saying, like, we're getting yards if you run between these guys and these guys. You're getting the yards.
I get what he's saying. I heard it.
We're just fucking running away from it. So,
and again, that's an offensive coordinator thing.
But if you're trying to fucking, like, make up for something that you're running away from, it's fucking pointless, you know?
All right. Yo, so, hey, we got done talking about. We can
I'm gonna
sit here.
need all three of you to take a deep breath and woosah because I feel the heat.
Yeah. So, hey,
Maddie B, I need you to breathe.
I love it. I
Breathe,
love it. I love it.
bro.
So let's let. Hey, we're gonna wrap up that part. Hey, we're gonna move on to the next part, baby. So check this out, guys. We know right now that we are in rebuild mode. I want to know if you guys think it's complete rebuild or is it only a partial rebuild? And I want to know key pieces that you guys believe that we have to keep or we have to move in order for us to be successful in the future. Hey, I'm gonna start with all in because I mean, like he's been stewing all day. Hit me with it, baby.
That's a tricky question, right? Like, obviously, we know quarterback and off coordinator biggest needs go this off season. That being said, Tom Brady's now on board. If say we go 2-15, does Mark and Tom get together and just so now coaching staff? I don't know what that looks like. So on board, I think it's a total rebuild. Defense can still get back to because they're injured. We got a lot of guys that a couple pieces on defense in the backfield, but offensively, I mean, those are role guys in my opinion. Neither up. I mean, you need a couple of veteran offensive linemen, in my opinion. And an OC, if AP's had a rookie quarterback, if that's the route we go. I don't think it needs to be a complete rebuild. Again, we got to see what this team
I got
after
it.
week 18.
So
Because
let me
I don't
hit you
know.
with a little bit more specific because I know that you're giving me the roundabout and you're giving me like you're trimming around the tree. I want to get to the nitty gritty. So let me ask you a couple more specific questions here, Mister
Hit
Politician.
it.
Do we need a new OC? Yes or no?
Yes.
What would you like seeing done for a new OC? Well, I mean, like, you don't have to give me a name because I know that but what would if you're looking for an OC, what are your requirements? What are you looking at? And what are you saying?
Dude, a young in mind that can develop a rookie
Okay.
that can use the quarterback skill set that they're drafting. You're going to hired early enough. You got to have it, in my opinion, in the interview process, you got to say, hey, here's the top quarterbacks in this draft. We're planning on trying to get one of these guys. Is your plan for each one if we land this guy, and this guy? You gotta have a plan. You gotta use their skill set. And yeah.
Okay.
They're gonna have to develop a quarterback and play to their skill set.
Now, on the other side of the ball, okay, do you believe PG will be here next year? Or would you keep him or
I'd
would you
fire
let
him.
him go? Okay. So
Fire
PG
him.
would be gone. So now, and
What is he
hold up.
outside of 9 games? What has he done?
All right. You're right. So, like, let's say you fire him, right? You fire PG. So now we only have AP by himself, right? So now we're bringing in a new OC, new DC. What are you looking for in the DC, and what do you think he's going to bring to AP?
Honestly, man, I haven't even put a whole lot of thought.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna come back to you on that one.
But
like for the first time, Alan is a little
He's like,
I
oh,
didn't put much
quiet.
thought into it. I just know that I'm not sold on PG, man. Like
no.
even
That's
even
all
when he
right.
was
I
even when
understand
he
it.
was healthy weeks 1, 2, and even into week 3. I mean, fuck, we got cooked by Andy Dalton and some dude that wears number 5.
You ain't lying. I mean, you ain't lying. But I mean, like, hey, I got you. I'm just like, hey, man, because if we're looking how we're gonna build this franchise and how we're gonna do things, you have to have stability and you have to have some sort of saying, hey, you know what, we're gonna take this guy out, but we're gonna put this guy in. This guy kind of implements certain types of things, you know. But I got you. I don't think a lot of people do. That's why I'm asking these types of questions. And I mean, like, that's why this podcast is built this way. I'm like, we ask the tough questions. So,
Hell yeah.
Matty B, yo, oh, right, Val,
Yeah, let Val go. Let Val go.
Val.
I think
All
I
right.
can answer all your questions.
Okay,
So let
Lady
Val.
Val. All right. So, Lady Val, first of all, is this a complete rebuild or is this a partial rebuild? And if it's a partial or a full, what pieces do you see moving in order for you to achieve what you want to achieve, which is a successful team?
So, kind of like at this point, to me, this is just my personal opinion because I don't know. I don't know. You think it's just like a partial, and then it's like let's play, and then just rebuild as me, like put the pieces like as they go, right? Not just like oh, let's just come on, let's just tank this, let's just rebuild, let's just from square one. But then it's like AP's new, right? He's like it's his first year. He's learning, and so maybe he's just taking and figuring out the pieces instead of just because obviously you want to find out who your strong points are, and then find out where your weak spots are, and then kind of build from there, right? And figure out well what can we do to make this better. If their solutions are not working, it's like okay, well let's kind of like look and see where we find the solution. So I don't think it's a total rebuild. I just think it's like partial.
Okay.
That's just
So
me though. I could not know what I'm talking about.
you said no.
I got
Hey.
a question on that.
Okay, hold on. So
So
you said part. Oh, go ahead, Olive. I was gonna have a
so
question for Val, but go ahead.
AP
Go ahead.
AP's been in the building for 4 years. He knows what pieces he's got. He
Yeah.
had 9 games last year as a head coach. He knows the piece. He's the mistakes and the learning that we all expect this year is on the field, managing the game. And in my opinion, it's got nothing to do with the pieces and the players. He knows damn well what he's got. In my opinion.
No, absolutely. You have to
But it
know
could
what
be a
you got.
different atmosphere.
Correct. I mean, like it could be different schemes. It can be you're being used differently. Little, lots of different things. Now, yo, Val, question for you. Okay, you said, hey, I feel like it's a partial rebuild. I feel like, hey, what are the things that you think the Raiders need to do in order to like become successful? What are the pieces they need to let go? Do you see some possible trades? Do you see anything that you're like, hey, you know what? This is the one thing that I see that has to make a change, and it's going to make the biggest change for you.
Maybe I should have not raised my hand. Um, well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe so. Obviously, we need to learn how to run the ball because we obviously can't. And I don't know. We probably say that on every sesh, right? We can't run the ball. We need to learn how to run the ball. So one person can't do it. Try someone else. Even if they're not like a big hot shot, everybody knows. You don't know what they're capable of unless you put them on the field. Just try it out. I mean,
So
at this
right now,
point, really,
yeah, at this point, you're like, hey, you want to see what we got. You want to see like players that, hey, you know what? Maybe that's Sincere McCormick. Hey, is that a name that you guys haven't heard in a while, huh? That had a big time impact. Sincere McCormick. I want to see him on the field. I want to see what he can do. I want to see the guys that we have deep on the bench to see if they can make an impact on the game. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, give them a shot. I mean, what you can't really know what they're bringing just by practices and the measly couple of weeks of preseason. Put them on the game, let them feel the real heat.
So a lot of those guys.
No. Yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Yo, are you good now, Val? Or are you gonna keep going?
I thought Matty B was saying something.
No. Hey, he got something, but I think he's holding on for a second.
No, come on, Matty.
All right, Matty B.
I forgot what I was gonna say, Val.
You said some of those. You said some of those, and then you stopped talking. Some of those guys.
Some of those guys.
Some of those guys are bench warmers. Okay, yep.
No, what I was gonna say is some of those guys, so they have a practice playbook and they have like a practice squad playbook and stuff like that. If those guys can't master the practice squad playbook, they're not gonna be able to go up and play on these. Like like you're saying, give them a shot, but if they can't get past the practice playbooks, they're not going to be able to make it in the big time.
Yeah,
they're not going to know what they're doing out there. They're going to get confused. So that's what I was going to say on that.
But what? Okay, but yeah, like practicing and getting it down is different than actually being on the field against the opponent during the regular season, is it not? Is it not like a different mental state?
Second and third stringers in practice or practice squad members, it's a difference between going up against first stringers and people that have been playing it for years.
No.
I legitimately don't know because I swear I'm not stupid, but like for me, like when I played my sports, like I would learn it, we'd practice it, right? And I'm like, oh yeah, I got this. But then like as soon as I get like on the field or like I play like against like another team, I'm just like, like it's a different it's different mentality, That's why.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say something though. Check it out. In the NFL, every single player has the same playbook. Not that the practice players have a different playbook. They all have the same playbook. Now they have a different.
They're just dumbed down for them.
No, they have the same complete full playbook because you got to remember. Yeah, they all have the same one because they all have to learn it. This isn't like when you're in the lower leagues because when you're smaller, you're only going to play one side and you're only going to learn so much or they're only going to do so much. This is where because every single guy can play at any given Sunday, because of injuries and everything like that. These guys are given the complete playbook from the beginning. So they should
not only that, but they have to run the plays that week too.
Exactly, and
but
they have the complete repertoire.
I could have swore they had a practice squad that because I thought I heard somebody talking about that.
Yeah, you have
the practice team. Like when you're on the practice squad and you're not signed to the 52-man roster, you have a practice squad book that you have to go by, and that's what you work off of, and that's how it's kind of like
practice squad has the same.
I'm not saying they don't have the same one. I'm just saying they run, they got to run certain things. They don't run the play. Like, I don't know. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like,
no. So the practice squad is so what you play against that's running the opponent's
offense,
defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So yes, they have to know our playbook, but they're not running the week either. They're running.
Correct. Exactly. Yes. That's what I was trying to say. I'm sorry. There you go, Alan. Thank you.
All right. Yo.
If they're running the opponent stuff during the week.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what I was trying to say. Sorry, that's what I was trying to get to, man. I'm sorry. I fucking rambling on. But yeah.
So all right. Hey, I'm gonna move this question to you now, Matt. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Val, are you good? Or do you have
no, I'm good.
Hey, John said it in that Hard Knocks episode real quick. If you don't know what the fuck you're doing in practice, you're not going to play here. That's what it boils down to. I mean,
1 bazillion%.
they see there's a reason those guys are still on the practice.
Right.
Correct. But I'd be like, you also want to see what they got. I'd be like, if you're at this point in the season where, we're, like we said, hey, we're looking for a high draft pick, you want to see what you got in those lower level players so that way they can, if they can grow into development to something. Now, Matty B, is this a complete rebuild or a partial rebuild? And, what key pieces you see moving, what key pieces you see coming, things like that. Hit me with it.
Okay. So I don't see this as a full rebuild. I don't even see this as a rebuild, honestly, in my opinion. I think we go away from I think we get a new offensive coordinator depending on the quarterback that we go after this year. Okay. We're going to get a coordinator that can fit our quarterback that we draft. So whether that be Shador or whoever else on that list, okay, we're going to get somebody that can make sure that he can play at a high level. We're going to get the pieces around him. We have offensive pieces. We've been drafting offensive pieces. This last year, I think we got a lot of good offensive pieces in this draft, offensive line, receivers, things like that. So I don't see our offense being that. I think we just need to get that quarterback and that offensive coordinator, and that right there is kind of what we're looking at this next offseason. On defense, I don't think Patrick Graham. I don't think Patrick Graham is going anywhere because Patrick Graham is missing a lot of pieces on his team right now. We're depleted on defense. Okay. When our defense is together at the beginning of this year, they were playing pretty good until we started getting injuries. Once the injuries hit, then we started, bringing people up off the practice squad and signing people in this right here to fix this and replace this guy and this guy. We never really had that true defensive end on the opposite of Max Crosby this year. We're still trying to figure out who that is. And once Wilkins got injured, we're back to Max Crosby again, being the only guy on the defensive line. We didn't address anything on the defensive line this year. Like you guys said, what did we go into this year on offense that made us look like we were going to be this offensive powerhouse? Nothing. What did we do on defense? We didn't do anything on defense either. We tried to keep going with what we're going with, and I think we just need to go into this offseason. I think we need to get rid of Tyree Wilson. I think we need to trade away some of those guys on the end and get some, maybe a couple picks for them. Maybe they're 3rd, 4th, 5th round picks for him, whatever. Get what you can for him because this guy's garbage. He can't get off the ball. I mean, maybe it's just the defense that he's in. Maybe he goes and thrives somewhere else. Maybe he's, it's just this scheme. He don't fit. But I think we get rid of him. I think we need to upgrade our cornerback area, and I think we need to bring in a couple more linebackers, honestly. And I think depth is really what we're missing right here. If we have people that can play after these guys get injured, then we're okay because that's a lot of these other teams. If you look at them, when somebody gets injured, it's the next man up, and then that guy ends up performing really well. Yep. And that's what we're missing. So I don't think it's a complete rebuild. And I don't think Patrick Graham's going anywhere, but I do think the offensive coordinator is going to be gone, and I think we're going to end up going and getting a new quarterback. And I think we address, I think we, again, go after line. We end up going after some more offensive pieces this year when we go back into the draft. So,
okay.
Yeah.
No, I like it, Matty B. I like it that you gave me names. You told me, hey, I need to see this move. I need to see this. Now, I got something for y'all right here. I wrote this down. All in. Pump the brakes, baby.
Yo.
Pump the brakes. I got you. I know, Raider Nation, that we have little to no hope right now. We're looking dire. It's not looking so hot. But, baby, I got you. Let me give you a little glimpse of hope as we have been talking. All right? AP, he's growing, he's developing, he's growing into his own. What I see with AP is we don't need to make a move there until the end of the season. If he loses the locker room, then, hey, it has to be done. If he can keep this locker room together through this type of turmoil, through this time of season, and keep guys still fighting and united, you got something. Because I'm telling you right now, a 2-15 season, yo, not very many guys want to be there after that. But let me give you guys a little glimpse, all right? Let me give you guys a little hope. Can I drop a name real quick? Can I say something? Dan Campbell. Detroit Lions. Does everybody remember what happened with that team at the beginning of his reign? They sucked. They were bad. I mean, like, bad wasn't even the word for the Lions. We all know that the Lions were the laughing stock of the NFL. But guess what? They stayed the course.
And then they almost made the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
They knocked Green Bay out of the playoffs.
Then they almost made. I'd be like, yeah. I'd be like, again.
No, I'm talking about Dan Campbell's first.
Oh, your first year. You're talking about the first year. I got you.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. They started 6. Then they knocked Green Bay out of the playoffs. And they needed somebody to, and they would have year 1.
I got you. But what I'm saying is, look, we got to get through the bad to get to the good with him. We got to let him make mistakes. We got to see things not develop. We got to let him try things and not work. It's normal. I mean, like, that's the normal basis of a coach growing and developing. Now, what we need to do, in my opinion, okay, like I said, I ain't got nothing against them. But who gets you? You got to go. You got to go. You got to go. I'm sorry, man. I don't feel like this guy is the appropriate guy to bring in and have a rookie QB to come in here and develop. He's not a developer. When's the last time you thought that guy was a developer? But
he might be a developer, but he's not a coordinator. He can develop. I mean, he was a positions coach for how many teams?
Yeah, you can develop a position,
but he's not working for our team.
You're not a guy that's going to come in and bring in the.
But you're in the coordinator spot. You're in the coordinator spot. When you're in the
That's not him. That's not him.
It's a
Let
totally
him be a
different
positions
spot.
coach.
Okay, and as a position coach is a totally different role to groom in a certain things where you teach them the basics and the fundamentals. But when you're talking about scheme and how you attack cover 3 with the dagger concept or a cover 2 with the dagger concept, that's all on the OC. The OC says, hey, man, we're going to run this concept against this. This is the way I want you to attack it. This is what you should be looking at. Straight up.
Yep.
And guess what? Here we've been talking about something which I really like, which something that I mean, like, All In really brought in a text group that we have. What we need to do, okay, in my opinion, is if we have an eye on a quarterback that has an OC that has some level of already professional experience, Pat Shermer. Who else were we talking about, Aled? We said, who else is the other OC that was at the college level that has a QB?
I don't know that we mentioned anybody from the college level, but we mentioned Ben Johnson if they fire AP.
Well, that would be
or Ben Slowick out of Houston if they get rid of AP. You can't look at any good coordinators right now that already hold a coordinating position.
Can I say something?
They can't make a lateral move.
No. We're talking collegiate guys.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I don't know.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, maybe.
Well, I was going to say to the Ben Johnson move, I was going to say we're going to be in the same boat that we're in right now.
Yeah, it's going to be Johnson as a head coach.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to be in the same boat right now if we fire him and go after a brand new head coach. It's the same thing we're doing right now. There's no sense in going out and doing that. You know what I mean?
Or maybe he's
keep him, let him grow with the team.
It's always that maybe. You know what I mean? It's like with AP. Maybe AP's going to bring us to the Super Bowl this year or to the championship this year. Maybe AP will get us the AFC, crown and the AFC. It's a maybe, man. It's maybe. You're not. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like,
but
it's the same thing we're shooting at right now.
It's not really. not in my opinion. It's
No?
different, and I'm going to tell you why. Because guys like Ben Johnson are a coordinator, right?
Mhm.
Their AP was a position coach. They got
Right.
bumped up. AP wasn't trying to manage a game. As offensive coordinator, you're still managing the game by calling it. It's a different level of fucking learning.
Yeah.
AP's
But
got
at
a
the
whole
same
lot to
time,
learn. AP's never been a head coach anywhere, or maybe in
But-
high school. I don't remember.
Yeah,
But
he's been at the high school level, and then he's been a publicist.
But
in my
you gotta
opinion,
give
it's a
him
little bit
time.
different.
Yeah.
You got to give AP time and not say and let him grow.
Yeah,
Because
but on
listen,
one
because
hand, Val, you don't have time because you're wasting guys like
okay,
Max
but
Crosby.
okay, but listen, we're all asking for consistency and stability within our coaches, but when it's not working out in the first year, you're
I
quick to
didn't say
fire
fire
him.
AP. I said if they fired AP, a guy like Ben
I'm
Johnson.
talking in general. Blah. I didn't say
No.
admin. I said in general. I'm just saying, like,
No,
Frustration, pouring over the. I
God.
quit. I'm out of here. Fuck these guys.
Ooh, it's hot up in here.
Woo.
It's just
Yeah.
fucking. We're just beating a dead horse at the end of the day.
and that's basically like
Well,
I
no,
don't know. Yeah, I kind of get it.
I get what you're saying, but go ahead, Val. Go ahead. No, Val, go ahead.
I'm
and finish.
done. No, I'm good.
So here's the thing, okay? With this whole thing and saying change coaches, change this. I get what Val's saying. We need consistency at the top in order to create some type of culture, something. We can't just keep, dude. We can't become Jets West. Fire a name, just firing coaches left and right.
We've been the Jets West for fucking 23 years.
Okay,
Yeah,
stop here. Come on.
But you said, hey, we want to improve, right? And again, we keep going to like the quick remedy. Everybody goes like, oh, well, the solution is to fire and find somebody else. But then when you say, who is that somebody else?
But I mean, that's everybody else's solution right here, right? You want
everybody's solution is fire that guy as soon as we lose a game. That's everybody's solution. Fire that guy. He's garbage. We need to lose.
And I'm not saying
that's what you're saying. I'm just saying that's what people say all the time when it comes down to us winning and losing. They're always, oh man, we got to get rid of this guy. We got to get rid of this guy. But we need consistency. But we got to get rid of this guy. And it's like, what do you want? You want consistency, or do you want to get rid of this guy? Like it's always that every year with us. You know what I mean? And that's, or not with us, but with people that want this. It's like Amazon, bro. They want it now. They don't want to go to the store and have to go order it and wait for it to come in for a week. They want it now. I'm going to get it and I'm going to pay the extra shipping and handling, and I don't care what it costs, and just get it to me,
Well,
and
that's why I have Prime, Matt.
Oh, okay.
But that goes back to the
conversation.
That goes back to the conversation weeks ago, right?
Deja vu.
The NFL is a win now league because of what you're paying these fucking players straight out of college. You're not developing players anymore.
Yeah, exactly. We're not.
It just ain't there. It's a fucking win now league mentality. Period.
But I get it.
And you know what? Hiring somebody new just because it's not working out, it's not going to fix the problem.
Well, and that's where I'm like,
firing Luke Getsy is not going to fix the problem.
So this is the thing with Luke Getsy. The thing is like you need to have Getsy can't work with these quarterbacks. He can't get these quarterbacks to fit in his system. So I mean, we get a guy that can fit in his system, maybe, but I don't see that happening with as bad as the play he's got right now. I don't see us keeping him after this season. And the reason why I say if we go after a quarterback, we're going after a quarterback, and we're getting a coordinator that's going to fit our. We're gonna, that's what we're going after, and I guarantee you that's what we're gonna go after. We're gonna go after.
But you're hiring a coordinator with the hopes to get said quarterback because it's not guaranteed.
So let me hit
just like Cliff Kingsbury.
I get you.
He didn't want to coach Minshew in AOC. That's why the fuck he dipped.
But that's why I think if you look at the way Getsy got it right now, is Getsy says, "Well, I'll come in and work with him." He ain't gonna get him. You know what I mean? Like, I think Getsy's the same way. Like, he came in and he was like, well, these guys ain't going to work in my system, but I can try to see what I can implement into it to make it work.
So let me get you guys something else, a little bit different. When you replace a head coach, it's a lot different than replacing a coordinator. A coordinator is not as such a big as a piece when it comes to a team because it's more common to move coordinators than it is to move a head coach. Okay. When we look at things and people go like, oh yeah, um, fire this guy or fire that guy. When you're talking about firing the head coach, okay, you're talking that whole regime, everything changes within the structure of that team and the way the team operates, thinks, has their mentality. When you switch a coordinator, it doesn't affect the whole team, it only affects a certain side of the ball. Can we all agree on that?
Yeah. I can agree
Agreed.
with that.
Okay. So when it comes to having an impact, when it comes to having things that happen like that, I think the recourse of us going to the head coach immediately is almost like, as they say, the nuclear option, right? That's like when everything is trash, everything is done. If you look at our team, okay, and this is where, let's look at the work that they have put in this season. There are some pieces that are excelling. There are some pieces that are good. Now, there's certain pieces that on our team that are not good at all.
Mhm.
And if we look at it, that's where I'm looking at saying, hey, you know what? Right now, as a quick remedy, as a quick saying, hey, let's look at this piece. Because you have to evaluate and saying, hey, if you start at the top and say the evaluation is like AP just can't get it together, then you're gonna that whole team is gonna have an issue because they said, hey, you know what? The first thing you did was just basically switch out the head coach that we wanted once we had small problems. But we've been doing the same shit that you wanted us to do for fucking 10 years.
Mhm.
Now, if
Well, there
you
ain't nobody
go,
here that's been here 10 years.
well, Max Crosby might feel like it's been 10 years, or a player
Look,
like that.
Colton
this
Moore's
went
been there
totally
for a
left.
while.
He's been there since Gruden. So all I said was if they were to fire AP, and
No, 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 no.
I don't
And
think it's a shoe in that AP stays.
I'm not. I don't think it's a shoe in either. What I'm saying is the impact of the way I'm saying. The reason I said, hey, because I said, hey, replace Getsy. Everybody said, hey, well, the solution is to replace Getsy. For me, the reason that that's the first move you make is because you're struggling offensively. You've tried
Mhm.
putting him in the booth. You've tried moving the things around. Now, if you believe that he can get it together and he can't get it together after game 12 or game 6, then you really have to evaluate and say, man, what was it? What was the problem? You know, obviously we have to start somewhere. And that's where I think you start. That's just for me. In the
Yeah.
rebuild process offensively, you got certain pieces. It's like you guys said. Do I believe now if you believe it's a complete rebuild, I'm gonna ask this question. If it's a complete rebuild, is Max Crosby out?
Yeah. 100%.
If what? I'm sorry, I had to
If
holler at
it's
the
a
kid.
if it's a complete rebuild, is Max Crosby out?
Dude, you can't waste that dude's career any more than you already
So
have.
Yeah,
no, I mean
exactly.
like so
So
he's out. So
he's out. You have to. If you're doing a complete rebuild, that means you're rebuilding the whole fucking team. You're not just rebuilding this and that. You're rebuilding the whole fucking team. So you trade your best assets and you get back as much as you can to rebuild your team. That's what rebuilding is. You know what I mean? So, and you don't waste somebody's career like that, man. If Max Crosby plays at the level he plays at, you gotta let him go play somewhere where he's gonna be where he's gonna be able to
right first,
thrive,
yeah.
and
And
have
that's
a
Hey,
what, and
great
you get the
career,
max for it.
Max didn't
and
sugarcoat his words either. He
No.
is not here to rebuild. He said
exactly.
that. He meant it. He's not here to rebuild. If that
And
turns into like a major rebuild, which I don't think even with a new head coach, I don't think it does. But I There's too many unknowns going into this offseason because none of us truly know how much say Tom Brady has with Mark. And look, here's the other thing that makes me think they're not 100% committed to AP. Nobody knows what the fuck his contract is. I don't give a shit about the money. Fuck the money. The terms.
Dude, nobody knows it. You're correct.
The terms
has been leaked.
The terms is important, in my opinion, because what did you agree on? Did you guys agree on 2 years? I mean, did you agree like, hey, we'll give you that if you're not pushing for a playoff spot this year, are you done? Like, what does that look like?
I like it.
So that's my thing is Mark committed to AP? That you don't know that. And especially, and of course you're going to have the Belichick rumors, right? With the Brady hire, with the Brady buy-in. That's fucking natural, right? Who else would be linked to Brady? But
would it not be a Raiders offseason if there wasn't a bunch of controversy?
Right. But my whole point in the whole, I just don't know the unknowns.
Agreed.
There's too many unknowns, and I don't know that they believe AP is the guy. I don't know that they believed AP was the guy last year, but Mark didn't want to face the fucking lashing from the players that they didn't hire AP.
Yeah, the mass defection.
There was a lot of pressure to hire AP. I don't think AP is who Mark wanted in the first place.
Could be. I see what you're saying. I mean, like, and I'm not trying to say that we're again just saying, hey, man.
I get the stability. I've been screaming it for fucking ever, right? Since Gruden, right? That's why I wasn't like stoked about the Gruden hire. I was good with it. But the one thing I did like was Mark said, hey, I'm going to give you 10 years. Right? That tells you right there, hey, I'm committed to you.
That was the stability.
You're building something. I'm giving you 10 years. I'm telling you, I believe in you.
Did that stability.
He didn't do that with AP.
Yeah. No, correct.
I think he's tired of giving out contracts to these fucking coaches but not getting anything in return, man. So he's fucking, here, I'll give you a handshake and I'll fucking make you a fat fucking paycheck. Here you go, motherfucker. You do something, I'll give you a bigger paycheck. That's probably what their terms were.
There's too many unknowns with going into this offseason to know any of it. Like, until week 18, you got like 24 hours after the season ends to know if it's going to be AP or it's not going to be AP.
Correct.
Yep.
And then you can start figuring out what the fuck they're going to do.
Yo, let me give you guys a little bit of hope as well. Jimmy G is leaving a brothel right now somewhere in Nevada, coming to save the Raiders.
Oh, fuck.
Sure.
I thought we picked up Ritter.
All right, guys. Let's get on to the next part of the show. Hey, Val's Quarter and the Pick'em. Val, what do you got for Val's Quarter this week? Or are we going straight into the Pick'em challenge?
Listen, I know the Raiders are doing bad. Okay, I know Devontae is out. All y'all motherfuckers need to stop coming up to me and saying, man, how do you feel today? From all you fucking Cowboy fans saying, don't talk shit about the quarterback. At least we don't have drama and we're not losing people. Like, I know this. Okay? I know this. I've been a Raiders fan all my life. I should be used to this, the disappointment.
Weren't you a Cowboys fan at one point?
No.
Wow. Whoa.
I'm asking.
Everybody goes quiet. Like, whoa.
Oh, you said you've been a Raider fan your whole life. I could have swore I heard a story where you were a Cowboy fan turned Raider fan. That's just saying.
No.
Ooh.
My brother is a Cowboys fan, diehard. I'm not.
I see. Okay.
My brother's a Cowboys fan. My other brother is a Pittsburgh fan. My parents and my other brother are Tennessee Titan fans.
Your family is just like my family. They're all Pittsburgh and Cowboy fans. The only Raider fan in my family. But it's been that way my whole life, dude. I was never a Raider or a Pittsburgh Steelers fan or a Cowboys fan. Just letting you know.
Shit. But yo,
Always
I'm gonna
been
tell
the
you like
Raiders.
this: Cowboys fans ain't got no room to talk. Jerry
Nope.
Jones coming out there talking smack about his head coach,
If you
who's
think about
actually
it,
a
that
certified
Rings are damn near as old as
Super
ours.
Bowl winning coach, and comes out and says it's about the X's and O's. It's not about the Jimmies and Joes that are out there on the field. So Cowboys fans, eat shit and die. But
Pretty much. You know what? Jerry
Hey,
Jones
hey,
can do
hey!
that.
I got an
He
acronym for
can.
Raiders. I got an acronym for Raiders.
what's that?
What?
Real assholes in Dallas eat Raiders shit.
What?
Real assholes in Dallas eat Raider shit.
God damn it. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
I just like wrote it out. Like, wait, hold
I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Lord.
All right, yo.
There you go, pal. Take that back to him tomorrow.
on. I just saying, okay. And I got that one friend on my friends list. You know who you are. Quit it. With your little
Gotcha.
comments on the Raiders. And, oh, you sound just like their car. Stop it. Because I will throat punch you, broski. Okay? Not cool. I'm done with it.
Shit.
And then this motherfucker says, don't let your family. No. You don't do that. You don't make that decision, okay? If we want to hurt all of our lives from emotional damage from the Raiders, let them.
Emotional
Let
damage.
Yeah.
I don't know. All the Cowboy fans I know have been super quiet. Ain't none of them talking shit.
They've been
Bro,
real
they ain't got
quiet
nothing to
lately.
say.
Real quiet.
The only ones
But
that got something to say are the ones that hang out at the nail salon, according to that.
and everywhere I
They're
am,
all
everywhere
dudes.
the employees, they all like to talk shit to me.
All
Yep.
And I'm over it.
They're all
I
dudes,
suck.
and they all own the nail salon.
Yeah.
Let's see what your nail.
That's
All
where
right,
Val gets their
yo.
nails done.
Yo, let's get on with the Pick'em Challenge. And Val, hit us up with this week's update.
So there's a new winner in town.
Ooh. Who is it? Who is it?
Is there an owl in here?
Today, Junior.
I'm waiting. I'm anxiously waiting to see who's on top.
So Alan and Gunny, not first.
Whoa!
I wasn't in
Gunny.
first last week.
Well, you were tied first.
No, that's not what you
Oh,
said
you
last
were
week.
third. You were third. I'm sorry. You've been third. Gunny
Get
is
your
not
shit
in
together.
first place. Okay.
All right. Who's
So
that now?
So last week, let me see. Alan, your score was 8-7.
8 and 7.
How is that? There's
Woo!
only there was only 14 games, Val. How's that?
1, 2, 3, 4. Because I just counted them. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh.
1, 2,
Your
3,
math
4,
is
5,
wrong.
6, 7, 8,
8 and
9.
6,
Oh,
Val.
9. No. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
had
6.
the
You're right.
button.
There's 6. There's 6. You're right.
All right.
And you're supposed to be keeping track of this. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
man. Who's number one? Not me.
Okay, whatever. Okay. Gunny was 6'9".
Gunny was
It
6
can't
and
be
9.
6 and 9 either, Val, because there's 15.
6 and
14
8.
games.
I don't. You want to redo the math because I didn't have my highlighter. Okay, so this is why my
Hey,
math
but if you're
is
going to
off.
keep track, you got to come correct.
I found a new highlighter today.
You better recount that real quick.
Baltimore Wild,
well.
right?
Yeah.
You don't even know who won?
Yeah. Baltimore won.
I'm asking
Okay.
Val. She don't even know who won?
Listen, I've been drunk lately.
We saw that last
And
podcast.
Arizona won, right? Against the
Correct.
Chargers. Okay.
Mhm.
Do we need to go over all the winners real quick?
No, we don't, Alan.
Oh, jeez.
Don't get an attitude because you fucked it up. You had to fucking bust out take your fucking shoes and
Messing with
socks
my.
off to count.
You're messing with my winnings there, bro. I got
I have
like
a feeling.
what? It's like $250 we gotta collect.
I have a feeling someone's gonna be sick next week.
Oh shit.
I am so confused now.
She don't know.
How,
Okay, so
All right, we'll revisit
okay,
it.
how many? Okay, listen. How many games were there last week?
Well, you got
14.
the paper right there.
Huh?
14, Val.
14.
Here, let's go over it real quick. Ready? The Broncos
Yeah.
won.
Yeah.
The next game was the Patriots and the Jags, right?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Jags won.
Yeah.
Then it was Atlanta.
In
I forget.
Seattle.
Yep, Seattle won.
Right.
Buffalo won.
Right.
Cincinnati won.
Yep.
Green Bay won.
Yep.
Indy won.
Yep.
Detroit won.
Mhm.
Philadelphia won.
Yep.
The Raiders did not win.
Right.
Washington won.
Mhm.
Pittsburgh won.
Mhm.
There's
Baltimore
15
won.
games.
Mhm.
And Arizona won.
So what about the KC and Niners?
There's 15 games.
There was 15.
Only 2 teams had bye.
Yeah, there's only
And
there's
there's 2
15.
Monday night.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe my math is right.
All right.
Oh, here
KC
we
won.
go. Yep.
Oh, yeah. That's right. We all picked San Francisco.
Good job, Val.
Yeah.
I still wasn't 6 and 9.
I didn't say 6 and 9.
Hey, that's 15.
I
She
said
said
8 and 6. I mean 8 and 7.
Still wouldn't.
You said 8 and 7 first.
Where'd you get a highlighter?
Don't make her.
She just made it.
I thought
She's
you didn't have a
flipping you
highlighter.
off. She's
I
flipping
told
you
you I
off. as she
found
says-
one.
Oh. All right, let's get this week's rolling. I got shit to do. It's 10:30.
All right.
Well, then you
We
should
all-
have been throwing off my math.
We all started off with a
Questioning
L
my
this
maths.
week.
Yes, we
Starting
started
off-
off with the
We
loss.
Fucking-
We all sucked this week
We all suck.
because the Rams kicked fucking the Vikings' ass.
Okay,
Man,
so
Fucking
listen.
we want you to look for the fucking Rams, dude.
I didn't know Cooper
dude,
Kupp got
Matt,
the
I was
okay.
feeling the same way, Matt. I was feeling the same way.
Fucking mad
Okay,
at myself
so
now, man.
listen.
I fucking knew it.
Yep. So we
Okay,
got
so listen. Last week, let me just go over this. Okay, last week, Alan had 8 and 7. Right, he came into 3rd place last week. Gunny was 6 and 9.
okay.
Okay, he was like last place. Will, myself, and Bova were all 9-6. So we all tied second last week. And then, of course, Maddie B, who wanted the big D, right, is 11 and 4 last week.
Nice.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
So in the long term, in the long run, first place is Bova,
what the fuck?
45-30.
He was
Okay.
right there last week. He was second last
Yep.
week.
Fucking
Yep.
Bova.
Tied for second place is Alan, Gunny, and Matt, all 43-32.
I like
Nice.
that.
Will,
Yes, I'm
you're
good.
yeah, you like my math now, huh, buddy? So Will, you're third,
Fuck.
42-33, and then I'm last, 33-42.
All right.
Hey, real quick, if we go into a tiebreaker, right, like for first place,
Mm-hmm.
Rock, paper, scissors.
we're gonna have to go into like the wild card weekend.
No,
Yep.
you guys are running 40s.
Fuck
I
that.
want times 40s out there.
I'm pretty fast, bro. I'm pretty
Timed
fast.
40s, baby. Timed 40s. No pulled
Hey,
hammies, no nothing.
I'm
Make
not
sure
even
y'all
doing that
stretch.
for myself. Here's my $25.
Here's my 25 bucks.
Come on, man. Everybody wants to see it. We can post it and everything. They're
Nah, we're
blazing all in 4-4-40 coming in at 4-4.
You got all the footage from Labor Day weekend and the flag football game. That was brutal. I ain't doing that again.
You busted your ass.
Fuck that, dude. Fuck that. It wasn't even that. That didn't even hurt. I went down for a ball to catch it, and I mean that didn't even hurt. It was the fucking after. It's just that's an ass whooping.
Yeah, afterwards, man. That's how it is too, man. Fucking.
And it wasn't even like days after. It was fucking immediately. Like the drive home sucked.
Ice bath.
That was bad.
Ben
Like,
Gay. Icy hot.
Relax, dude. Just like straight
Dude,
to
it was
hot.
hot. It was hot as fuck out there.
Alan, did you know my heart rate went up to like 200 playing that damn game?
And you only played like 7 plays.
No, I played a little bit more than half.
Yeah, I would have pulled the hammy walking out there. I'm like, I'm back to coaching, guys. I'm back.
I'll be honest. I don't know how nobody really like out there sustained like a major significant injury that put them down for months on end.
I mean, I had a soleus muscle strain. You know, I was forced out of work for a week.
Yeah.
Hey, they had
Ain't nobody had
ambulance
no
out
business out there.
Bro, they had the resuscitation machine out there just in case.
Dude,
you going down.
it was bad.
Yeah, they got the defibrillator out there in case anybody goes down.
And our dumbasses were like, we're gonna play 25-minute halves. Now we would have been good at like 12 or 8.
Oh fuck.
Don't ever do that again. We were just following the flag football rule book.
I need recordings of all this live so I could just put it together and put.
Dude, you need to just go to June's page. She's got it all posted.
All right, we'll do.
All right. Guys. So week 8, let's go. So we all took an L, right?
Yep.
That blows.
So we all picked the Vikings over the Rams, but we all took that L. Yep.
Fuck, and I knew it too, Maddie B. I get what you're saying because I was like,
I did too, but I was like,
I had that fucking feeling. I was like, man, I should have fucking went with LA on that one. Fucking, I think they're on a roll and a comeback, and fucking Minnesota's on a downside, and fucking nope, I fucking went Minnesota.
Well, that was my thing too. I was like, Minnesota's legit. They're not going to lose 2 in a row, especially to the Rams. And then they say, Cooper Kupp's playing, and I'm like, motherfucker.
Fuck.
Yeah.
And Nakua, Nakaya, Pachua, whatever his name is, that dude played. He fucking played too. They both played.
Yep.
Them dudes are fucking good.
Baltimore at Cleveland.
Baltimore.
Allen.
Oh, but hey, Jameis Winston and Dub Eaton. He's playing this week.
Ooh.
Matty B?
In Cleveland?
Yeah, Watson's out for the year.
Yep.
So Jameis Winston's in?
Yeah.
Baltimore.
Hey, you know what?
Baltimore. Like it,
Is that who you choose, Matty?
Give me Cleveland.
Okay.
Some Jameis Winston action coming out here, man, and trying to turn that team around a little bit. Watch this.
Can they stop Derrick Henry?
Baltimore.
If you stop the inside run. That's all Henry's good at. If you can make him bounce to the outside, you got him all day long.
He bounced to the outside and ran for 87 yards Monday night.
But we'll see.
Do we know who Boba chose or no?
No, he hadn't put all his picks in yet.
Okay. No, so next one is Tennessee at Detroit. Good. Goody and Boba don't know. Matt.
Detroit.
Oh, Alan. Okay.
Detroit.
Everybody's saying Detroit.
Yeah.
They lost James Williams for 2 games, by the way.
I'm choosing Tennessee again.
You did.
I don't think
You
that's
know
going to
what?
slow them
Now
down.
I was watching that game last week, and at the first quarter, I was like, "Damn, Tennessee's putting up a fight. They might actually do something here." And then they got
I
their ass
thought
kicked.
so too.
Who'd
Yeah.
they play?
Like, they played
Tennessee
Green Bay, I
played-
think. Was it
No,
Green Bay?
Houston played Green Bay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Houston played Green Bay. Who did Tennessee play?
Indy.
They played Buffalo.
Indy. That's it. Was. Yeah, Indy. They came out. Yeah, it was fucking.
They played
can't-
Buffalo.
it was
Or,
fucking funny.
They played Buffalo.
They played Buffalo. Whatever blue team it was.
Tennessee,
They played a blue team. I know they played a blue team.
It
So,
says
yeah.
oh yeah,
Tennessee at
Buffalo put like shit in the first half of that though.
Yeah. And I was
Arizona
like, oh,
at
shit.
Miami.
Who?
Arizona at Miami.
Tua's
Miami.
back.
That's gonna be a good game. We got gang signed Tua.
Will?
Miami.
Is that in Miami, Val?
Mm-hmm. Alan?
Yeah, I want Miami on that one too.
Man, Arizona looked good Monday night.
I'm going for Arizona.
Actually, you know what? Yeah, they're playing Arizona. Give me Arizona. Sorry, give me Arizona on that game. I don't know why I didn't hear your. I don't know why I didn't hear who they were playing. Give me Arizona.
Somebody have white out? Does somebody have white out?
No, it's on camera.
Man, I don't know. That's a tough game to pick, I think, because Tua's back. Is Tyreek going to have a big game? Can they slow down Tyreek?
Well, Tua got slowed down.
Yep.
Man, it's in Miami.
Yeah.
Yeah, give me Miami.
I have Arizona.
If Miami wants any shot at saving their season, they have to win this week.
No, I think they're.
Jets at New England.
Jesus Christ, that's a shitty fucking game.
God, it's a garbage game, dude.
Maddie B, choose.
Jets at New England. You know what? Give me the Jets because I think for some odd reason I have a feeling that they're gonna fucking. It's gonna be a fucking Devontae Adams fucking show this week, and they're gonna be like, "Look how good we are again."
I chose the Jets as well.
Same. And Hassan Reddick's back this week.
Jets.
Okay, so what did you say, Alan? Who are you picking?
Jets.
I mean, if you watch the game against Jacksonville last week in London, New England's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Although Drake May
I was gonna say Drake May look pretty good. He's got he got an arm on him.
But that defense.
Atlanta at Tampa Bay. I chose Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta.
You said Niner?
Atlanta.
Oh,
and
Atlanta.
Tampa.
At Tampa.
Atlanta.
So, Will, who do you choose?
Be a good game. That could be a good game. It's a division game.
Dude, that's a tough one.
Baker Mayfield has nobody to throw the ball to.
Atlanta.
Oh, you're right. You're right. Evans is out right now.
Atlanta.
And Godwin.
Yeah.
He just said to some key marks right there.
Godwin is out for the season.
Yeah, give me Atlanta.
Alan? Okay. Alan?
I said Atlanta.
Oh, my bad.
I think the Bucs season's done. That hype train is over. It done exited.
Chicago at Washington. Maddie B.
Ooh, you know what? Give me Washington because fuck Chicago.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Should write in pencil, Val. Then you could just erase it.
No, this is actually supposed to be a pretty good game this week. It's the number 1, number 2 against each other. They're actually expecting a pretty big fucking game.
Jaden got hurt. Is he playing?
Yeah, they were talking about it. He came back. He's playing.
So I'm choosing Chicago.
Are we sure?
I'm pretty sure that's what they were talking about today when I was listening to it on the way home. They were talking about it's supposed to be an exciting game, and they're looking forward to seeing Jaden Daniels play against Caleb Williams this weekend. It's been a highly anticipated match.
Yep, that did say that. But what were you saying, Val? You said you got Chicago?
Yep.
I'm with. You know what? I'm with Val. I think Chicago's going to pull this one off. Caleb Williams has been playing well these last couple games.
Alan?
Hold on a minute.
1,000, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000.
He's like Jaden Daniels. He got Jaden Daniels on one side.
No, I'm looking. I'm trying to see if he's playing.
Jaden's playing.
All right. Will, this is where you cue the Jeopardy theme song.
Shut up, Val. I don't pick fucking teams based on fucking what color they're wearing.
I don't either.
Okay.
Okay, what's that supposed to mean? Okay. Just pick a team.
I'm gonna go. It's in Chicago.
Washington.
Washington at Chicago, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go Chicago.
No, it's at Washington.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's at Washington.
Who's
I said Washington, and well, they did apparently.
You know who could probably run Luke Getsy's offense that looked good last week in
Caleb
place
Williams.
of Jaden Daniels? Oh, the flying Hawaiian, Marcus Mariota. That dude balled out in Kingsbury's offense last week.
Yeah. I mean, like, he got a lot of stuff. I'll be like, but
Mariota's not a bad quarterback. He's just injury prone.
Yep.
Yeah, he couldn't stay healthy.
That's the only downfall with him is he was always injured.
He couldn't stay healthy, and he got drafted by Tennessee. That was the downfall.
I think that's where he fucked up too. Yeah, you're right.
Well, he had that big injury, just like Derek Carr did back in 2016 in the first playoff game, 2 hours apart. All right, next game, Green Bay at Jacksonville. Come on.
Correct.
Green Bay.
Yeah, that's a good fact, Val. I did not.
I know.
Green Bay.
He had what injury in what playoff game? Green Bay.
The same one that Derek Carr in the back, he tore.
That wasn't a playoff game. That wasn't
a playoff game.
No, yes, it was.
In Denver.
Because
you're talking about when he broke his leg.
That was against Indy and Oakland.
That was against Indy, and that's when we
he
went to the
break
playoffs.
His leg.
When he broke his fucking shit right here in the top of his foot.
That was in New Orleans.
No,
that was in Indy.
Listen, I remember
that
because
was in
when
Oakland against Indy when Derek Carr got hurt.
Derek Carr tore whatever muscle that was in 2016. I was like, we make the playoffs. I was crying at work. Okay, I know. I was at Applebee's.
Marcus Mariota was not on the Raiders in 2016.
I'm not saying he was on the Raiders. He was playing for the Tennessee Titans at the time. They had the same injury 2 hours apart.
Oh, that could be.
Sure.
That could be.
That
could be.
Had to have been a foot injury because it wasn't the back injury. The back injury was in Denver because I was at that game.
Yeah, that was the foot injury then. You're talking about the foot.
The foot injury. That's when we got kicked out of the playoff. We went to the playoffs, but we had Matt McGloin.
Hell yeah.
All right.
He was
Alan,
the savior.
I do remember that.
What was that, Val?
Who do I choose for
Alan?
what?
Green Bay.
Yeah, he chose Green Bay already.
Bay. Oh, I didn't hear you. Speak louder.
The man is screaming into the phone.
I can't speak any louder than this. I'm yelling.
Indy at Houston.
Houston.
Alan?
Yeah, Houston. They took a L last week. They're going to win big this week.
Maddie B?
Did Indy win last week?
Yes.
I choose Indy.
Man, it's a division game too, man. Fucking, I don't know. I could go either way. Anthony Richardson's back too, right?
Yep.
He was back last week, but I thought he got hurt again, didn't he?
He's always hurt.
Okay, give me Houston. Give me Houston.
Well, I'm glad we didn't draft him.
Me too.
Yeah, sure glad we didn't get that guy.
Everyone's like, he's the truth. He could throw the ball. Well, yeah, so could Zach Wilson.
So could
Saints
Jamarcus
and the Chargers.
Who?
Saints and the Chargers.
Chargers. Chargers.
Yeah, they
I
fucked me
choose
last
the
week.
Chargers as well. Alan, who do you pick?
Is Carr back this week?
No.
No, but the Chargers offense is depleted on wide receivers. They just lost that McConkey guy too. He's out. Or
Doesn't matter.
have
They
any
run
wide
the
receivers.
football.
They
They
have no
run
wide
the
receivers right now.
football.
They
It
do.
doesn't matter. They run the ball. They do.
And the
what we can't.
Saints they still have Alvin Kamara, right? No Derek
No,
Carr.
they don't look the same. They don't look the same.
And they don't have any receivers either.
So
Chargers.
Fuck yeah, give me Chargers.
All right,
I hate to
Buffalo at
say it, give me the
Seattle.
Chargers.
Now, who do you got?
Chargers.
Buffalo at
Buffalo
Seattle.
yep.
That could
I
be a
choose
good
Buffalo.
That's going to be a really good game.
game. Give me Seattle.
So. It's
Ooh.
at Seattle or at Buffalo?
At Seattle.
I think this game knocks the Bills out just a little bit, and they're like, "What the fuck?" Kind of like one of those games.
No,
that
dude,
kinda
I can
pick
see
'em up.
that. I can see
Yeah.
that. That's why I'm thinking about this one.
East
I'm like,
Coast.
They
The
won
West
last week and they
Coast.
played shitty, so they won. So they're gonna come out kind of
I choose
flat.
Buffalo.
I think Seattle's got this one.
I got
I think
Buffalo.
Buffalo's
I got
got this
Buffalo.
one.
I got Buffalo. Hey, you just said something key. They came out and they played shitty. They're gonna come out this game and they're gonna try to be hitting on all cylinders.
Yeah.
They're
And then
gonna
how does
fucking
Josh
be
Allen
like, yo.
play, man? Josh Allen, I don't know, man. Josh Allen, I don't know. I think he's gonna come out and throw some interceptions, dude, and fuck this
Hey,
game up.
dude, I'm gonna tell you like this: Josh Allen is playing at a freaking crazy MVP level right now.
Oh,
He's
he
a
is.
MVP.
I'm not taking it away from him.
He's an MVP over Patrick Mahomes all day long.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm not taking it away from him. I'm just saying I
telling
think
you,
he's
he's
gonna come
playing
out
at
and
a
start throwing
crazy
some
level.
interceptions this game. I think this is a game that's gonna take him back a little bit.
All right. Hey,
Yeah, I thought that when they lost 2 in a row too. I'll go Buffalo.
You sure?
Buffalo.
Yeah, give me Buffalo.
Okay.
Cooper has another week of practice to get the playbook down. Cooper and Allen have a big week.
Philly at Cincinnati.
Cincy.
Yeah, give me Cincy.
Cincy.
They can't afford to lose any games.
I'm choosing the Eagles.
Although Saquon looked good last week, and give that dude his props, man. He was given the choice to go back in and get 13 yards for his personal best, career high, and he fucking said, "Let the young dudes eat."
Bro, team player.
Yeah.
Carolina
Oh, yeah.
at Denver.
Carolina and
Jesus
Denver.
Christ, that sucks.
Give me Denver. Only because their defense is fucking rocking right now.
It's in Denver, so I'm in the same boat.
Yeah,
Dude,
Carolina.
they're like a top 10 defense right now. They're fucking playing lights out on defense.
They have been a top 10 defense since they got blown out by 70 last year.
They had to fucking pop that shit quick, didn't they?
Oh, Denver. Bryce Young's playing this week. They're going to get their ass whooped.
Oh, jeez.
Casey.
Dude, that kind of pisses me off, dude, because
Vegas.
that right there just tells me they're giving up on Bryce Young, dude. He may be one of those quarterbacks that we could probably pick up on a cheap and put on our roster. Not like saying like that's going to happen. I'm just saying like if we draft a quarterback, he could be a quarterback we bring in too, kind of like the Justin Fields fucking Wilson scenario kind of going on.
Nah, man, like
He's not even as good as Justin Fields, bro.
No, I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying that could be a guy that you bring in and put in on a fucking like what do you call
Absolutely
it?
not. Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Keep him away from the building.
Different.
He's
thing
too
for
small.
different
He's
day.
not good enough.
Different day for different day, fellas.
But
Let's
he's
get through this.
only starting because Andy Dalton was in a car accident.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That kind of makes me mad because it's like you go from one, you're saying you're not good enough, and then now we got to bring you back in, and they're like, I was listening to it this morning. They were talking about that, but yeah,
Well, that's what happens when
different day.
That's
Different
what
day,
happens when
different
you're
day.
the number 2 quarterback. You got to step up if the number 1 can't go.
True.
Right.
True.
Yep.
But yo, who do you got all in
For what?
this game?
What game?
Broncos.
Denver.
I said Denver.
Oh, you said Denver? Okay.
Yeah.
Casey and Raiders.
I want to win fucking this pool, I know which one I got to pick, but give me Vegas all day.
You know what? I'm gonna do it, and maybe we'll win. I'm gonna go Kansas City.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, hey, playing to win, right? Play to win. We're playing
Will,
like shit right now.
Will,
Dude, my soul is hurting right now.
If we win, I'm picking against us every week.
Superstitions, bro.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna tell you like this. I did not know how hard this hurts because I saw SSJ do it a couple weeks ago when he picked Denver, and he was like, "Dude," and I could tell how hard this hurts. Like, dude,
It
this
sucked. I
hurt.
thought a lot about it. I'm like,
Bro, I
can't
believe
pick them this
dude.
week.
like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna say it.
I just get it out of the way. I rip the Band-Aid off. Yes.
Shit, I think
Bro,
SSJ on fucking all in Raider podcast, bro, saying that fucking Denver was gonna lose.
Oh.
Pretty sure they got him on the internet saying that shit.
Yeah, they got. I mean, like, dude, this is hard, though. Yeah, that other team.
Really, Will?
Dude, I don't feel it this week. I feel
He's
like
a Swiftie.
And they're fucking 4-0 in our building. Excuse me, they're 5-0 in our building. We've never beat them in Vegas.
Nope.
I think that's heartbreak that I feel.
Oh, it's for sure heartbreak. Like it's.
Yeah, I feel like I'm burning inside. Can we get to the next one? Because I feel like I'm dying right now.
Did you guys see the fucking home pin this year for the Kansas City Raider game?
No.
It's pretty cool. It's like a big monster truck with a big eye patch on it, dude. Fuck it, it's badass, dude.
Will,
I am about to go into convulsions over here, so we can need to move quick.
Casey?
Yeah, me and Will went KC.
Yeah.
I feel some abandonment here.
Yeah, so do I for 23 fucking years.
Oh, fuck. There you go. Below the belt on that one.
All right. So
I mean, if we're just being honest, like.
So we've got Battle of the Gays.
Cowboys and Niners.
Oh. I thought you were talking about Caleb Williams.
Gang, Niner bang. Bang, bang, Niner bang.
So which one are you going to choose? Brokeback Mountain or the...
Bags. Sorry. I don't know if you said
that. Damn. All right.
Niners.
I don't know if you can say that word. I say it a lot here in Colorado. So
Niners.
Hey, you don't.
You know what? I haven't heard that word in a long time.
Good. Oh, I say it every day.
Niners.
Oh, I'm gonna, you know what?
Kyle, you're slipping.
But it's not like
Niners.
Not being derogatory. Fuck them fags.
Yeah, it's not exactly. It ain't being derogatory. Except towards the Dallas Cowboys, they're fags.
Dude, you're gonna get us canceled.
And I ain't never going for the Cowboys. So
you're gonna get us canceled, bro.
We should have been canceled already.
Yeah, we're probably already canceled. We just don't know it.
Maddie B.
Fag is a multi-use word, like the word cunt.
Yeah, I was talking about cigarettes.
Maddie B likes the faggots. Woo.
I didn't say sticks. I said cigarettes.
You said you wanted the big D last week.
Niners.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Niners Cowboys.
Holy shit, man. Dude, fucking funny.
Niners Cowboys. What is it?
It ain't Dallas. It ain't Dallas. That's for damn sure.
So guys, Niners.
Right. And it wasn't Dallas that week either.
It was the big D. That's right.
It was the big D. Let it slide. Let it slide. Fucking faggots.
All in.
Damn.
Jesus. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't see San Francisco got embarrassed last week. They're not doing that again.
So they're gonna take the big D?
Or the little
I don't know about all that, but I'm not getting involved in that conversation.
I don't fucking know why this conversation comes up every time the Cowboys come up. It's fucking stupid.
Val don't know how to let shit go.
I'm seeing this fucking firsthand every week for the last 3 fucking weeks, Val.
Giants, Steelers.
Wait, what did you pick, Alan?
God,
Wasn't the
Niners.
Cowboys
I said
Val?
San Francisco. I
Niners.
You're
even
going
said
with
why.
the Cowboys, Matt?
No, hell no.
Jesus Christ.
No.
Oh, we need somebody
I
else to
choose-
hold these picks.
I chose us.
Okay. I think we're down to
Giants.
the last one, Val. What do you got?
Giants at Pittsburgh.
Giants at
Giants
Pittsburgh.
at Pittsburgh. Oh, fuck, dude. You know what? Give me Pittsburgh. I think.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, give me
Pittsburgh's fucking
Pittsburgh.
legit.
Yeah, they're legit, and fucking Daniel Jones is garbage. At least we ain't got that dude.
Pittsburgh. All three. What do you
I
got,
think that's
Val?
the 30. I think that's the 33rd worst quarterback in the league.
33rd worst.
You could go even worse than that. You could say he's the fucking 64th.
You could. That ain't lying. That guy's garbage, dude. With the contract he's got, I think that dude is the fucking. Oh, fuck that guy. Glad we ain't got that contract in that dude.
Val,
Fucking
what do you
fag.
got? Oh my
Fucking
gosh.
bag.
Jeez. Val.
God damn, Val, you up down there looking
Yeah,
like
well,
Chris
dude,
Kringle
I'm
with them
gonna have
rosy
to
ass
beep
cheeks.
you out like 90 times now. Val.
Jesus Christ. Val, who did you pick?
What
Pittsburgh
did
or
you
New York?
pick?
I told you guys, Pittsburgh.
No,
All
you
right.
didn't say shit besides fag.
Go by God. Yo,
That's all I heard.
are we good, Val? All right, guys. Well, hey, I want you guys to click like, subscribe, and share. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. Guys, you guys can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Silver and Black Radio Podcast. Hey, until next week,
Jesus
it's all
Christ.
about one nation. It's all about one team. It's all about the Raiders. You guys are fucking.
I can't yell. I can't wake my kids up. It's 11 o'clock.
No, I got you. Jesus, guys.
Oh shit.
We're getting
Maddie.
excommunicated.
Maddie
Sorry.
G.
Look, if
Sorry.
we didn't get
We gotta get
canceled
those like little
after
bleeper